There we go. Hello and welcome to Doc Farts Gaming. I'm Doc. We are doing another ESO update here. I have started a brand new character. I went onto the other server opposite that I normally play on just so I could show you guys how I do things with, well, brand new character, new zone, and, no champ points on this guy. Because you see they don't even show up for me. Alright, so I'm a brand new character. I've just finished the tutorial. What do I do now? That's kind of the big kicker for a lot of new players to the game is, what do I do? First thing that I suggest is, well, you've seen my other video about going through all the options and whatnot. That's good. I'm also going to suggest in this one now, you're going to want to open up your start menu and go down to the social tab. Go into guilds, and you see I've got my guild that I brought over to the EU server, just so I have, a guild in there. But I am going to go into Guild Finder since we'll pretend I have 0 guilds. Now, this pops up for you. You can go active applications will show, which guilds that you've applied to and whatnot. What you're going to want to do is go down to Browse Guilds. So as a new player, you're not going to care too much about a trading guild because, well, you need money to trade and you need gear to make money and stuff. So you're going to wait on that for a while. Group PvE, it might work for you, it might not. It just depends on the group. Lots of them, they'll be doing trials and whatnot, so I would steer clear away from that one for now as well. You might find some good ones in there though. Role-playing, if you're into role-playing, sure, go ahead. Social is the one that I'm going to go into, but I'm going to go over that in a little bit here. PvP, your new character, PvP probably isn't for you yet. Not until at least you're a little ways into the game. Questing, obviously questing and crafting, you can take those. With crafting, you might have some people who can craft you some gear, which is going to be very beneficial to you. But we're going to go social, because that's where you make friends, that's where you basically learn to play the game is from other players rather than having to try and hash everything out yourself over a period of, a month, 2 months, 3 months. I've been playing it for a few years now, so I still learn stuff. So, social guild, and then you come up with all these different social guilds. You can look through and see, what they say, friendly social guild for new and experienced players. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's what you're looking for. Now, I seen one down here a little while ago. Oh, poo. It's not going to pop up for me now. No, they're not showing up. Shoot. There was a pretty cool guild I wanted to try to get into on this. Alright, A New Hope. I'm a nerd. Welcome to A New Hope, a friendly social guild that welcomes players of all levels. We run teaching trials, events, and dailies. Okay. So say you want to do that one. There's 216 members you can see on the right hand side. You click that and you would go hit apply to guild. Since, I'm on Xbox, or X if you're PlayStation, click I guess if you're on PC. I don't know what the PC stuff is. And then you just wait for them to accept you. You can join up to 5 guilds as well. So, while you're waiting on acceptance, I don't have a mount active, so I'll play this like I don't have any mount. I'm going to run here. I see urns. Urns and backpacks you always want to loot. If you can see on the map there, it'll say the Way Shrine. My blue bar is in the way. There we go. Starhaven Way Shrine. These are extremely beneficial to you in this game. And I'll show you why in just a moment. Oh shoot, I accidentally clicked it. Alright, so as you can see, I'm in Elsewhere. If you have the base game, if you start off in... I'm just going to use Aldmeri because I know Aldmeri quite well. It'll start you off in Canarthy's Roost at this way shrine. You will see there will be a quest. Shoot, I don't have any pop-up on my map, but I can show you what the quest marker looks like. Alright, you see my active quest there. I have my little white arrow beside it, and then it's got a fancy diamond pattern beside the name. Those are your zone story quests. Those are the quests that really matter to you more than anything else. If you see there's another one on my map there, just a basic arrow, that's just going to be like a basic quest. You talk to the guy once, you do his thing, you're done. So if you want, you can level up doing quests. Being brand new, you can't do any dungeons or anything yet until you hit level 10. You want to read everything you can too. But once you hit level 10, you can do all that fun stuff. What I'm going to suggest, though, as a giant thing for you to do, which takes all of 3 minutes. So you're in Canarthy's Roost. I'm going to suggest you go to a main area town, like Volkelgard is one. In Deshawn, there is a town right in the center there called Mournhold. And then I believe it is Daggerfall in Daggerfall there. I could be wrong, but those are your main towns. So I'm going to go to Volkelgard Way Shrine, and I'm going to want to pick up, there's 3 different, I don't want to call them questline, guilds, basically, that you want to become a part of right away. Those are going to help you for leveling up, getting new skills, and basically increasing your character. Now, if my game will load here, I can actually show you. Come on. There we go. Alright. So I've loaded into Volkelgard. There's usually a ton of people here. What I like to do is, so I'm in my social here, go to voice chat, and I like to leave area chat. I go into my guild chats only. Area chat can be very toxic, and I don't know why it's glitching on me there, but it tends to have lots of people saying some things you probably don't want to hear. Even my old ears don't want to hear some of that stuff. So, go into, you can see here that it's a stable. So, the horse on the picture. You go in, you talk to the stable master.
Welcome, friend.
If you wanted, you could buy a horse from her. Really, there's no sense, because at level, I think 10 or 20 or something like that, you get a free horse. These, so you go into the rider training, and you can upgrade your speed, mount stamina, which just means your mount will run for a little bit longer and you're harder to knock off your mount from enemies attacking, and then your carry capacity. Each of these can go up to 60, so it'll take you, if you do it, every day, 180 days to do all 3. I've been playing for a few years and I don't even have one character that's all the way. I've got speed and carry on one of them, and I think he's at like 40 on stamina. Because I always forget, but, I probably shouldn't. I should do it every day on every character. It's not an account thing, it is a per character thing. And it'll make you, your mount run faster when you eventually do have a mount. The bag space doesn't matter if you have a mount or not. You'll see it in your inventory will go up. I'm going into Vocal Guard here. One thing I like to do here, so you get this big building, and you see that it's the bank. And you can see, oh, there's this glowing thing on top of there. What is that glowing thing? So I'll show you. We're going to go, you can go talk to the bankers in there if you want. You'll see, if you've gone over my last video, you'll see kind of what they do and all that stuff. All bookshelves, when you're early on, you do want to read those too. Because you might, there we go, see? Two-handed increased. So you read the books. It increases things. Alright, so, a sky shard. I'm going to use that. Alright, so, what did that do for me? You see my skills now has this little line beside it saying, hey, something's happened. As you can see up top there, it'll say I have 0 points that I can use. But now I'm at Sky Shard 1 of 3. So every time I get 3 Sky Shards, I get a skill point, which then I can, you know, put into new skills and passives for my existing skills and all that fun stuff. See, I got blacksmithing as well. So, I'm going to jump off there and run this way. No. There you go. That's a bank on the map. There's your stable master on the map. Those will be anything to do with merchants. A guild trader. The merchant and guild trader signs look very similar, so. And then, you know, you can travel to different zones with these, but if you have the Wayshine already, you just use the Wayshine, as you can see there. We are going to go, this is the Mages Guild, so I'm going to be going into there, picking up the skill line from them. And, whoops, Fighters Guild is the skill line from them that I want. And I'm going to go way to here. You don't see it, but this is where the Undaunted is, and I'll get to that when I get there. There's also, actually, I'll show you right here. There. In this building, and you can see in all over, it says Pack Merchant there, which you can see on the right. Those you spend, I think the first one cost you like 400 gold, and then it goes up, it doubles every time. But every time you buy a pack from that guy, your inventory space, so you can see I'm at 38 out of 60 right now, that inventory space goes up by 10 for every one of them. And if you have ESO Plus, you get basically double your bank size, and a couple other perks. Alright, so I went into the Mages Guild, and you can see this
Don't let this theory of non-conjoined
Kierner, I guess.
It's really
I want to talk to him.
Welcome. Are you
and then I'll go
yes,
through stuff. I want to join the
Always
Mages Guild, talk to him about it.
of a sort.
What do I get
We
in
provide
return?
training in
Let me join.
excellent.
Give me the skill
You are
line.
now a
There.
student.
So that's given me, I go back into my skills and see, oh, guild. I now have a skill line called Mages Guild. Now there's a few skills in here that you're really going to want if you're playing a magic character. Even if you're playing a stamina character or a tank or whatever. It's still good to get the skill line because, well, it takes 0 time. So all these passives you're going to want if you're playing a magic DPS, or really, I think a healer probably wants most of them too. And then your Mage Light is a pretty good skill to keep on your front weapon bar. The ultimate on there is pretty good too. Oh, yeah. There's one of those quests that I was talking about. A main quest line. If you heard her, Stuga saying, do you know how long I've been looking for you? Yeah, you'll learn to hate it. She says that all the time, if you ignore her. So, Fighters Guild. You can see the signs. There.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
We're going to go to this guy. And we're going to do the same thing. Join the Fighters Guild skill line. And that's done. There, see? Fighters Guild. Now, this Millenith, I'm not going to go over it too much, but I want her to certify me, so I'll just do blacksmithing for now. You'll certify me if I do, or make a dagger for you. There's my level. So, I want to get certified in, well, my blacksmithing, my woodworking, and my clothing from her. And then I think there's another guy that I have to talk to that will do alchemy, enchanting, and provisioning. And you want all those because you can see there's not really a quest over it right now, but once I have those, I can do quests at these job boards. And that is where, once you have your crafting leveled up, which I'll actually just get in and show you here, then you can do what's called Master Writs once you're fully maxed and all that. So, I need to make an iron dagger. So I went to a blacksmithing table. I go all the way over to dagger to make one of them. I should know Khajiit is my racial passive. I don't need a trait on it. There. I've crafted a dagger for her. Now, what I'm going to suggest is you go to every table you've got, so your blacksmithing, your clothing, your woodworking, and jewelry, which you pick up in Somerset. I'll show you that in a bit here. And you go down to this research button. This takes a long time, and you want, do I have anything that I can research? No. So, you can just get one of your guildies to make it for you, guild member, once you join a guild, or stuff that you pick up. So you go into this research tool and say, I have a cuirass here that's in training. So then you want to research that. Once you have 8 of them done, your 9th one, if you have ESO Plus, takes 28 days. If you don't have ESO Plus, I think it's like 45 days. So you want to have them going at all times. So then when you get up into high levels and stuff, you can actually craft your own gear and not have to worry about waiting on other people to do it for you or buying gear. There's obviously some stuff that you can't craft, but there's some pretty good gears to craft. I'll do my level now, I guess. There. Now I'm doing a magic character. See that I had all my points in the magic so far. I won't worry about that. Alright. There's Millenith.
Craft an iron. The trick. Next is deacon. You'll regate. It's a fancy.
So now she wants me to deconstruct it.
It's a fancy way.
Alright, so I go back into there, deconstruct. I'm just going to deconstruct both daggers that I have. And I can deconstruct both at the same time. Done. Doing all that too. There.
Of course.
And
I'll get you let me know if you have some time.
I'm certified in blacksmithing. Now I can do... That must be the other one. Maybe not. I should be able to pick up a quest off of here. Yeah, maybe I have to be certified in all 3. I won't do that now. You know what, I will.
Let me know if you have
Just
some time.
because
If you can.
then I can show you.
Of course. Take the raw jute to a clothing station. Head to the clothing.
Now she wants me to make some gloves. Okay. Now you might have to go farm the stuff or the mats yourself right now. I'm lucky enough that I have some. Alright. So, done that.
If you're working in cloth or...
I don't want to talk to you, I want to talk to her.
Craft a pair. You know, wonderful. Now for deacon.
Okay, now I need to deconstruct. I have lots that I can deconstruct. I won't do those breeches because I'm going to use them. And there.
Already done. There's only... I want... Absolutely. I prefer to craft a maple bow. Every race has a...
There. Now I need to go make a maple bow. And then she might let me do the crafting stuff. So now I'm at the woodworking station. I want to go to the bow, and I want to craft a bow. The station should show up. There we go. That's what it looks like on your map. That's where your blacksmithing and clothing station you can see show up on the map there.
A good bow?
Oops.
It's a fancy way to...
There. Now I decon it all.
Certain. I have nothing left to teach.
There. Now I'm able to do
What are
that
you, a
stuff.
soft robes mage? Move it.
Still don't understand why it won't let me pick up the crafting. I was hoping it would let me. Anyways, there's also, I think it's in the Mages Guild, the guy that you talk to get the other 3 certified for. But I won't do those, because, you know, I'm trying to make this at least somewhat short. It's not really working out the way that I want it to, though. I'm taking too long. There's a chef in here, there's a brewer, so if you need to buy any food recipes or yeah, I guess it'd be recipes for both food and drink, those 2 will sell them to you. You go up top, you talk to Mr. Red Claws up here, and you go through it all. I'll skip it as much as I can.
Hey there.
There. And you see, talking to him, I got the Undaunted skill line. Now that's a good skill line for, you know, a little bit further on. There's a couple skills you might use depending on your class and what you're doing. Undaunted Command and Undaunted Metal are very good skills. It's going to give you a pretty big bonus later on. That math does not work out. Increases max health, magic, and stamina by 1% per type of armor. Medium, heavy, and light. That's 4%, so something's not right there. Alright. So, I've picked up those 3 skill lines. That's the first thing that I do with every new character. There's also picking up the Blade of Woe, which I'll show you when I get to the way shrine here.
So many visitors.
That's going to allow you to crouch behind any enemy or really anyone that you can see their glowing white there. If I'm standing behind them, I can Blade of Woe them, which one shot kills them.
Dragons.
And then
Your
you can
own
steal from them.
homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not
Blade
know,
of Woe,
but he hopes
you
his
pick up,
family is safe in
you go to the Anvil Way Shrine here. And just under the docks here, about right there, there's a quest. Someone hiding there. And she'll have you go kill someone, and then you go into the lighthouse. You pick up your Blade of Woe. Another one that I always pick up, I go into Somerset here. You do the main quest, so you pick it up. It's gonna have a guy right outside this way shrine, and he's gonna have you talk to a guy that's gonna send you around here a little ways, and you're going to do some questing in this area, and then eventually it's going to send you to an area called Artaeum. Alright, when you get to Artaeum, you are going to get, there is the quest that you finish off, and then you go inside this building after you finish that quest. You go inside the building, in the middle room there's a guy just behind like the pool. You want to talk to him, and you start the Psijic Portal quest. Once you have the Psijic Portal quest done, or picked up, it's going to send you to go do a quest like right here in Somerset. It's a delve. I think it takes you actually to this island. I could be wrong. You're going to pick some stuff up, then you're going to have to go close some breaches around the area. And then once you have those 9 breaches done, you go back, talk to a couple people in Artaeum, finish the quest line, and then you get what's called See the Unseen, which lets you find Psijic portals. Inside a Psijic portal, you could find like a motif for the area, you could find materials, you can find all sorts of things. So those are the few things that I pick up first.
Do you know how long I've been looking
I don't think there's much else that I can show you here just for a beginner guide. Once you get in and start playing with your guild, the more that you're, active and talking, and even if you're antisocial, like I actually tend to be as well, then, still throw up some text chat or whatever, just to, someone will eventually help you, and once you get up to level 10, they can start taking you through like dungeons and whatnot, and teaching you how to play that. Until then, till level 10, just do some questing, get a guild member to make you some training gear, and then you go around. There is one right here. It doesn't show on my map, but there's what's called dolmens. I'll actually run to it. That's a good way to level up, is with dolmens. There is one in Alakir that people run to, but I find that too fast for my liking. But, I'm not against it. I'm just going to mount up, so I'm going to throw a mount on. Just so I can get there a little bit quicker. Just so I can show you. What we're gonna do, run here. Now each big zone, like each main zone, is going to have 3 dolmens, 6 bosses, and I want to say that there's 6 delves. Now the bosses are going to be a little bit out of your league at this moment, but eventually you can do them solo, and well, in a group now you should be able to as well. This, now that it shows on my map, is called a dolmen. Now, there's going to be some bad guys pop up, you kill them, a little boss pops up, you kill that guy, you pick a chest, you'll get a piece of jewelry out of it. And then it's pretty good for leveling as well. So, that's all I've got to show you for this video. My next video, I'll probably get a little bit more in depth into a couple things and show you a little bit more. But for now, I think that'll probably help you out. I hope this is, helped you a little bit better with this game. And, I hope to see you guys later. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, whatever you feel like doing, and I will catch you guys next time. Once again, this is Doc, and have a great day.